Crypto.XL, where we uncover the hidden gems of the crypto market. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in investing? Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey with us as we hunt for small-cap coins with the potential to explode. Join us as we dive deep into the world of small-cap cryptocurrencies, exploring their untapped potential and uncovering opportunities for growth that could turn your investment into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned investor looking for the next big winner or a newcomer eager to learn the ropes, Crypto.XL is your ultimate destination for insightful analysis, expert tips, and the latest trends in the small-cap crypto market. Remember, this is not financial advice. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling adventure to uncover small-cap gems that could skyrocket your portfolio to new heights. Let's make 50-100x gains together.
Good day, guys. This is Crypto.XL, back today with more crypto updates and news. And as predicted, the Ethereum ETF has passed. Hey, so crypto and Bitcoin. What are we talking about here? Well, the Ethereum ETF has passed. As we know the Ethereum ETF has passed. And Bitcoin is currently around 71K, right? So I guess the question is, what happens next? Where do we go next? And what I feel is that we hover around where we are for quite some time, right? We're going to be hovering around this area for a while. I mean, we have, right? We've been hovering around for around 2 months now between that range. And remember, the range is very, very big. I believe that the range is becoming smaller because the range before was 53K to approximately 73K. And now we've come up. We haven't hit 53 in quite a while, and the price to mine one Bitcoin is now above 60,000. So that means that the low has actually increased, right? So the low, should we fall, I'm thinking the fall would be around 60. Like 60 would be a good entry point to DCA. So the way I see it is that we're still in the bull market, and each time that we come down is a DCA point, right? So I'm going to continue to DCA at this point, right? All right, so yeah, DCA point is below 60K. Anything below there is a DCA point. There are a couple cryptos that I brought up that are really, really good DCAs and that I feel are going to garner the most returns. So if you look at the pairing of these cryptos, against their BTC pairs, you'll see that they're outperforming Bitcoin. So I'm going to mention a few of those here, right? If we're talking about low risk versus reward, there's a few of them, right? Render, RNDR. Take a look at Render, and you'll find that it's completely, it's eclipsed in Bitcoin in its returns. So looking for cryptos on the dip, it's important to find the right cryptos because all cryptos don't perform the same. Render is completely outperforming Bitcoin. So once Bitcoin starts to take off and it starts to go parabolic, and it goes up 120K or what have you, Bitcoin does a 2x. A crypto like Render is going to do a multiple of the multiple. It's going to do a multiple of whatever Bitcoin does, right? So if Render from here if Bitcoin does a 2x and Render does a 4x, that means you end up with an 8x, right? Yes, your risk doesn't increase because anything that's not Bitcoin is very risky. Render is still an altcoin, and altcoins have things like hacks. They also have rug pulls. But if you look at the long-term performance of a multi-billion-dollar crypto, you will see that it's a lot less risky and a lot more stable than these smaller cryptos. Second crypto, I would say, is Ajax. I think Ajax is a good one to look into as far as like historical performance. I'm not really sure of how it's doing on its Bitcoin pair, but I know that normally when the market picks up, Ajax, as far as the AI cryptos, is one of the first ones to respond, right? So you could always have a policy of going large cap, because the large caps usually move first, and then once you get 100% on the large cap, you could take some profit out of there and put it into the smaller caps. So the second one I mentioned was Ajax. The third one I'm going to mention, I think at this point should be obvious, and that's Solana. Solana against its Bitcoin pair has been really, really good. It's been on fire. It's pulled down to support. I do realize that we're way, way up on Solana, right? Remember, Solana came from $8 during the bear market. Came from $8 during the bear market, now it's like 170, somewhere around there. So all of these coins that I'm mentioning are risky. If you're trying to make an 8x or these kind of multiples in a short amount of time in crypto, there's going to be a trade-off between risk reward. You know, don't expect to get into this extremely volatile market and make a 800% return with no risk. That is just not realistic. All right, so I mentioned three. To recap, I mentioned Solana, Ajax, and Render. If for those of you who are looking for a bigger multiple, I mentioned an 8x. If you're looking for a really, a lot bigger multiple, a 2x multiple of that, probably a 16x or around these ranges, I would say would be Open Fabric AI. I'm expecting that to completely rip. I believe last time I checked, a 25% circulating supply in Open Fabric AI. If you see how it performs historically, once it gets going, it really gets going because it has a smaller market cap. Now we're starting to get to the coins with a smaller market cap where it has like 100 million total circulating supply market cap. So Open Fabric is a good one. And the AI gem that should be in everyone's portfolio, if you have AI coins at all, you almost have to have AI tech. AI tech, I believe, is a stable because of risk reward. It is a small cap crypto. Total circulating supply market cap is around 300 million. I think it's currently around 100 million in current market cap. And the multiples, if we're talking about like your 20x's in a short period of time, remember, when I say short period of time in crypto, I'm saying like a couple months here. And do remember everything I'm premising on the fact that these are my analytical theories or hypothesis, if you will. There is nothing written in stone. This is all high risk. I'm just giving you my my guess here, okay? Do remember to manage your risk. I'm not promising anybody anything. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an investor like you are, okay? And I'm just giving you my opinion here. This is to be taken as information and educational purposes only for those who have the hobby of investing in crypto. If you need financial advice, consult a financial advisor. What I'm basically saying is that you have two kinds of people in the world. You have people that make a bunch of excuses and blame their life on others. And then you have people who take responsibility, and when they fall, they get up. you have to ask yourself, which one are you? It's better to take responsibility, and even if you fail, right? If you fail and you take responsibility, it might not feel that good. It doesn't feel good at all, but at least you have power. I'm telling you that you should have power. You should take the power that you have for your life, because you don't really have a choice. If you continue to blame everybody else for your circumstances, you'll never be able to change your circumstances, and you'll be waiting for others to change it for you, which won't happen, because people are going to do what's in their best interest, not your best interest. So it's in your best interest to take responsibility for your financial life and in other aspects too. You know, finances is just one aspect, but I'm going to continue on with my crypto analysis, but somebody needed to hear that message that I just delivered. That's why I delivered it. Amen. All right, so let's continue. Let's continue on. I mentioned at this point probably 5 or 6 cryptos. Let's go back to the small caps. I mentioned Open Fabric. I mentioned Open Fabric, and I mentioned AI Tech. Now, of all 5 cryptos that I mentioned, if I was just coming into it and I'm looking to build a solid portfolio and I want to manage my risk reward, I could alter the large caps to the small caps. If I have a lower risk tolerance, I would weight the large caps more than the small caps, right? And if I was to weight the large caps more, the music, I can't go there because of the music, right? If I was gonna rate the large caps more, I would look at Render and Solana and provide them a bigger weightage of my cryptos, right? And if I was even more risk averse, I'd be looking, go ahead. Oh. I'd be looking at Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum, all right, I'm not expecting to get like a 7x with Ethereum, right? That's probably not going to happen. Ethereum will do well, by the way, better than we think, but it's not going to do a 7x. But if I wanted to lower my risk, I would go more large cap, right? And I would lead more towards Ethereum. And if I was really low risk, then Bitcoin. And holding Bitcoin might not be such a bad idea. Like, let's say I wanted to almost guarantee that I wouldn't lose in crypto. I could weight 30% of my portfolio in Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is probably going to double at this point. Hey, let's go to the right, unless you're tired. Right? Let's go to the right unless you're tired. Yeah, I'm tired. All right, come on then. Right, so absolutely. I would say that I would weight it more in Ethereum and Bitcoin for very, very low risk. If I wanted good risk reward, medium risk, Render, Ajax, and if I want to go for 20x, you know, I'll be leaning more towards AI Tech, Open Fabric AI. If I wanted to increase my risk reward, I would get my favorite crypto, DexCheck. DexCheck, I believe, is about to do multiples really, really fast, right? Because currently, DexCheck is hovering around 4 cents, 5 cents, right around there. And its recent highs were 20 cents, okay? So that's about a 4x just to get back to its recent high. I believe that this is about to happen, and I think it's going to skyrocket past its recent high, especially when we get to the point of Bitcoin eclipsing its all-time highs. Remember, the all-time highs for Bitcoin was about 73K. So at this point, we can end up testing it again, and we can end up failing and being rejected from there. And when we be rejected, we don't come down as low as people expect us to come down. See, the market is about really psyching people out. What happens is that it does the opposite of what everybody thinks it's going to do, right? That's why most people lose money in crypto. We have support and resistance lines, and most times it wicks past the support and resistance line. It goes lower than expected, and it goes higher than expected. And sometimes it doesn't even go as low as what people expect it to go to. And what that does is that it liquidates the longs on the way down, and then it liquidates the shorts on the way up. The way how the market works is it plays with your psychology. When the trend is bearish, people expect it to continue being bearish, and they start making predictions that are wild to the downside. And everyone waits to buy lower. I think it's going to go as low as everyone's projections. I think a good thing to do is to look at the perception of the market to see what the consensus is. What the consensus is probably what's not going to happen. The consensus probably won't happen. So make sure you manage your risk and know that nothing is guaranteed. Like, there's no price point that's guaranteed with any of this. All we're doing is we're placing strategic bets. So it's been a good walk. We've talked about managing your risk. We've talked about making sure you pick a risk-averse strategy that suits you, and taking that strategy, depending on the strategy that you decide, weighting the large caps versus small caps. I mentioned some leaders, and I believe that these are the coins. The coins that I mentioned here are some of the best risk-reward cryptos. Do realize that the DEX check that I mentioned, I feel is at a bargain price, and based on where we are in the timing of the market, the timing of the DEX check chart, and the timing of where we are in the cycle, I think it's a smart strategic move. Do remember to manage your risk and to plan accordingly. When you are at the most amount of fear, when it looks like things are stale, when people have left the market, when the viewership of YouTube videos are down, and when there's no interest in crypto, that's the time to pounce. That's the time to strike. And you simply DCA in. Let's say you buy now and we go down another 20%. Buy a little bit more when we're down 20%. Don't wait for us to be down 40%, because you don't know if 40% is going to come, right? You don't know that. And that's it, Don't put in more than you can, be afraid to lose, or more than you can do without. Don't put in more than you can do without. Just, put a little bit in. So you don't care what happens. If we go up or go down and sideways, who cares? Right? And if we go down a little lower, since you didn't put that much in anyway, we'll put a little bit more in. I think that the psychology that we have is the market's down, so I'm going to go all in. The second I get the chance, I'm going to put everything in. And then it drops another 40%, and we feel like crap, right? So to avoid that, just put a little in. That's all. And then when we start going crazy, at some point we will go crazy, by the way. At some point. I'm not going to predict the month or the time. There's no point in trying to do that, because I could be right, could be wrong. And why base a decision based on I name August 29th we're going to be all-time highs? I don't know that for sure. So why would I make my whole plan around a specific date? Doesn't make sense. All I know is that we're low now in altcoins. Altcoins are at a bargain. They're at 30% of what they were a month and a half ago. So you know what? Probably a good time to buy. And I'll just put a little bit in that I won't miss. Okay? I'm fine with that. And should we do something crazy, I'll be in a good position. Should it take longer? If it's longer, then yeah, sure. If it's longer, then it's longer. Either way, we're good, right? All right, but that's it for me, man. This is Crypto.XL, and I will be catching you later.
Where we uncover the hidden gems of the crypto market. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in investing? Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey with us as we hunt for small cap coins with the potential to explode. Join us as we dive deep into the world of small cap cryptocurrencies, exploring their untapped potential and uncovering opportunities for growth that could turn your investment into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned investor looking for the next big winner or a newcomer eager to learn the ropes, Crypto.XL is your ultimate destination for insightful analysis, expert tips, and the latest trends in the small-cap crypto market. Remember, this is not financial advice. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling adventure to uncover small-cap gems that could skyrocket your portfolio to new heights. Let's make 50-100x gains together.
And we're live. Good day, guys. This is Crypto.XL, back today with more crypto updates and news. And as predicted, the Ethereum ETF has passed